Morning. It is Thursday. Yes, I can very good. I can tell what day it is, so we know we're not too bad. Progress, yeah, absolutely. Wanted to again chat about Cooley. Everybody know Cooley holds place in me hell heart, and for you, because that's the homeland.
That's where my dad is from.
That's your daddy from. He was born, what,
You could
100 metres away from the Cooley Distillery.
You could throw a stone from
Yeah,
this house
literally.
over,
Yeah, very 100 metres away from the Cooley Distillery. So it's always had a place in the heart. But I think it's got a huge place in Irish whiskey. And one of the things I wanted to mention, some of the bottles that I want to talk about today are the rare ones that we have. So Green Orient is not that rare.
No, but it's a nice drink.
Discontinued. It then got called Kilbeggan, and they've taken the age statement off that as well. It's no longer called a Kilbeggan 8-year-old. It's just called Kilbeggan single grain. So it's not that anymore. So of the Green Ore range, there is a 6-year-old Green Ore. There's an 8-year-old Green Ore. There's this thing, which fills me with
the gigglies.
With the gigglies, I'm like a little schoolboy when I see it. This is a 10-year-old Green Ore. These don't exist.
Well, they weren't sold in Ireland.
They were done for Belgium. It was done in 2010 for Belgium. They don't come up. I mean,
I love the box.
I've never seen one. I've never actually had my hands on one.
It's the box very much like the what you call it from the Dublin distillery.
Oh, the Keeper's Coin or whatever the one.
Sorry.
Yeah, but this was 2010. This was 10 years ago. These don't come up. These really, I don't even have one of them in my collection, and I've all the Green Ores, and so nobody's allowed to bid in this one. This is mine. It's mine. We also have, it then goes 15-year-old, 18-year-old. There's then this other ghost. This is the me hand. This is the 19-year-old. So again, you can see the teeling DNA in it, can't you?
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, again, I've a couple there I want to show in a second, but this was presentation wise, and this was again years ago. This was done for the airport exclusive. This is a 19-year-old. There's only a few bottles of that as well, and they don't come up that often. That is pristine. Yeah, I mean, it was in its box. Yeah. Normally the black might have a bit of damage on it.
All the white fluffs.
Yeah, because it's still on its polystyrene and that, so that's in really, really good condition.
Can I put this down?
You can put that down.
I feel like a twat standing here holding it.
Oh, you can sort of do. No.
All right. No, that wouldn't be pretty.
So 19, and then there's a 21-year-old as well, which was the Kilbeggan 21-year-old as well. Talking about presentation wise, you grab one of them up.
Yes,
so these are the Teeling Centenary Collection. Again, they were done for the airport. There was only 250 of the first 4 years done, and only 225 of the last year done. Presentation again, just.
But you can tell whose presentation that is.
Yeah, it is Teelings. I mean, they really do things well. I don't think there's that many of the 1914s out there, because it was.
Nobody knew it was going to be part of.
Nobody knew it was going to be part of a collection. Exactly.
Yeah. People were drinking it.
It was the year of the gathering, so it was. I mean, you imagine that in the airport, and people were going back to America or wherever they've come to go to Ireland for the gathering, and they seen this thing and they thought, oh, I'd love that, or bring it home to my dad, or bring it home to some family member. It was gorgeous. So I reckon an awful lot of them got drunk. Or drank. I'd say people who got drunk as well, drinking them. With the drinking them and the drinking them. And so there wouldn't be that many of them around. The last one only had 225, so the last one of these, the 2018, only had 225 of them.
Right.
I really think there's probably only about 30 or 40 sets of them. But
you just don't know.
No, I know, that's the thing, and you don't know until they come up for auction. So in this month we've everything bar the 17. I think we have the 14, the 15, the 16, and the 18 as well. So we don't have the 17 in this month's auction. So they'll go well. What else? Cooley stock. So on Fargrin, there's one there. That was a 16-year-old single malt from Cooley. There is
16 or 18.
16.
Not
16. And then the new breed of stuff. So you've got Thomond Gate here. We've got a couple of the Thomond Gates. Nick down in Limerick. That's coming out of the G&D distillery. These are the new ones that he's done. So that's a cognac cask and that's the stout cask. They've got names on them for somebody dedicated to something to do with Limerick. I'm not very versed on them, but anyhow, they have actually a name and I don't know, I can't remember.
It's not like you.
Yeah, no, I don't know, yeah.
You're not paying attention.
Wasn't paying attention. There was a Kilbeggan 21-year-old. That was more Cooley stock.
Yeah.
They're really underrated. That's a 21-year-old single grain. Fantastic whiskey. They're fantastic. That's a blend. That's malt and grain and all that sort of stuff. What else have we, Katie? Cooley wise, the usual suspects. We've got a lot of the Michael Collins. We've got just across the top there, a lot of the Chirconnells.
Yeah.
Some lovely Chirconnells. The ones that were done in sherry.
Jug of Finnegan's there for you, babe.
Oh man.
It's jugs.
Jugs. Oh, you know how I love jugs,
Oh,
baby.
seriously, you did have to go there, didn't
Well,
you?
you were the one that brought up the jugs.
I said jugs.
Yeah, I love jugs.
You're a dickhead.
There's a few of the Caden heads. There's one there sitting on the floor here beside me. There's just a bit of everything of the Cooley stock in this year. And again, you look at Dunville's. The 18-year-olds, the 12-year-olds, the 20-year-olds. We've a lot of them in the auction. Not a lot of them. We've a few of them in the auction as well. They were all Cooley stock that Jarlath and the team got and Graham and them got down
And you
there.
go back to the whole statement that in a lot of your drinkable whiskies, there's a lot of Cooley DNA in there.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And again, and the Bushmills. And as I say, what I mentioned the other day was I'm glad to see that Bushmills is getting the publicity and the demand that it wants. So that's it.
But no offence to Bushmills, but they're making the effort now.
Yeah, they weren't.
No,
They hadn't.
They weren't.
No.
Because people buy with their eyes first.
Yeah. And some of the new presentations, the hexagonal one, that's gorgeous.
I love the one
That's
in the
lovely.
white box.
And the white box,
That
yeah, it's a
amazing.
really, really nice one. Next month we're going to have a load of new ones. I mean, I know people are already talking to us about putting the Banyuls one in. We tasted that Banyuls at Egan's.
Egan's, yeah.
Had a tasting we done up in Bar 1661 and had that. That was gorgeous.
It was fab.
So I'll be looking forward to
And
getting
even the actual fortified wine
that they give us. Yeah, they give us a sample of the wine. Yeah, it was really,
lovely,
really good.
And I don't like wine. I hate wine.
I reckon you'll get the stage where you drink anything.
I know not wine.
And you're a bowsy.
I'm not a bowsy.
Okay.
Excuse me, who was online
What a
drinking
hands
last
and hips.
who was online drinking last night?
There was lots of people online.
You
drinking.
were.
93 people in one tasting last night. That's ridiculous.
Well, that's the aviators for you.
Aviators, yeah, we were drinking Powers. Really impressed, actually. They done a deconstruction. Derek was with us last night, and they done a deconstruction of the Tree Swallows and the John's Lane. And it's mad the deconstructed when it's broken down.
Yeah.
And I mean, they said it last night. Some of them, the deconstructed, you'd actually drink as a drink on its own, as a thing. And other ones are meant to be a part of the bigger picture.
Exactly.
So that was lovely. The sherry ones, I mean, the sherry component of John's Lane is just...
Yeah, but John's Lane, fabulous whiskey.
18-year-old sherry component, it was fabulous. Fabulous.
Fabulous.
I was drinking last night.
Yes.
And I'm fresh as a daisy today. Okay, so that's us. We are tomorrow's go day.
Yes.
We start our auction at 5 p.m. tomorrow. Our biggest ever auction, and we said every month going forward. It's about 1,100, I think, is where we're
Just over
finally going to be
1,100,
our number, which is huge. And thanks to
I'm
everybody.
just thinking of all the frickin' packing I have to do after it.
Yay! I don't. You have a week's rest. Oh, your hands.
I don't have a week's. Where are you going with a week's rest?
Well, you have a
You'll
week.
find I'll be up cleaning cobwebs out of the rafters or something next week.
You have a week
Week's rest.
not packing.
Hours.
Actually, no, you don't even have a week not packing. You're
I
doing
know,
packing
because I'm doing all somebody else's packing.
Right. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.